Welcome back, and we have taken a short pause, viewers, in order to recalibrate our batteries and also a fresh link or a revised link which has come out to you all as well. We are still here in the NTT studios reporting live on the counting day as it progresses here in Bengal, and it is by any stretch of imagination, though it is still early, the trends are still coming in, the leads are still coming in, but by any stretch of imagination, it is a historic election that we are witnessing. We have already witnessed the polling as such, but it is a historic counting day for Bengal, and this time around, so far, if we are to believe the figures which have been put out by the Election Commission, it is the BJP which is sitting comfortably at leading in 194 seats at the moment. I am giving you live figures which are being put out by the Election Commission, by the poll panel. BJP leading in 194 seats. The Trinamool Congress, which is of course the incumbent government in Bengal, is leading at 93 seats, and a few other parties of course which have checked in terms of leads in certain seats. The Congress leading in 2 seats, AJUP Humayun Kabir's party leading in 4 seats, Communist CPIM leading in 1 seat, and the ISF also leading in 1 seat. But Tomal, who has of course labored for days, weeks, months now covering the Bengal elections, is of course leading the coverage from our side, and we were discussing how this is still early days and we could still be in for a surprise, though a lot of people of course are saying that this is probably another poriborton that Bengal is going to see this time around. But it is 3 o'clock, a little after 3 o'clock, that we are going live now from the NTT studios here in Kolkata, and we are still waiting for the first win to register in Bengal, Tomal. At the moment, these are still leads. That is something that we want to highlight for our viewers. Also, once again reiterating what we have been focusing on in this broadcast is that we are going completely by the Election Commission figures. We are not jumping the gun, we are not calling the elections, we are going by verified numbers which are being put out by the Election Commission and only reporting on those numbers. At the moment, what we can say, the numbers that we have given, the BJP is inching close to the 200 mark, the Trinamool Congress still to get to the 100 seat, leads in 100 seats so far, still leads, still a long way to go. And we saw just a short while back the Bengal Chief Minister also putting out a message largely for her party workers, but also a large overall message for everyone who's tracking Bengal elections, that it is still early days and the counting compared to the other states has been slow in Bengal. We'll get into the details of that in a short while, and the fact that the Trinamool Congress clearly is not giving up, and they are saying it's still early days yet in terms of the counting to reach some sort of a conclusive point, and the Bengal Chief Minister asserting that they are still very much in the fray here in Bengal. This is of course the 4th time, if TMC actually does manage to reverse the trends that we are looking at this point in time. They are aiming for a government for the 4th time. The BJP of course trying for the first time to win the state that they have been angling for over a decade now. Come on.
I mean, both Tonima and me, we can barely focus on this live because our phones are non-stop beeping. Friends, family, people seated in abroad, they're all very curious what's happening in Bengal, what's happening in Bengal. After a point, we both lost our cool and said, okay, why don't you just come down to Bengal and see it for yourself? I mean, how much can we say? So yes, I mean, yes, in many ways, in many ways, this would seem like very, very surprising, especially because BJP did not have that kind of organizational strength. But where numbers are standing now, if they stand true and if they hold ground, if the momentum continues, it would mean that even without a proper organizational structure or a setup, if people are tired of a government, they would come to you with or without your organization being seen or is visible on the ground. So BJP may say that they have an organization. BJP may say that we have a big organization. organization. But on the ground, we do not see that. And that's the reason many a times, BJP leadership themselves have complained that after 2021 elections, there had been post-poll violence, BJP could not guard their own workers, right? So how do you guard your workers? When you have a solid organization, if you do not have a solid organization, in that case, your party workers may feel vulnerable. Has things changed? Have they really improved for better? All of this would be confirmed in couple of hours from now. But I need to inject one particular aspect, and I will do that without any guilt. The voting counting process in Bengal seems to be surprisingly very, very slow. And I don't understand why. I don't understand why or how only 14%, and I repeat, only 14% of counting has happened in Bengal. Only 14%. That number is damn slow because in rest of the states where elections have happened, in say Assam, in say Kerala, Tamil Nadu,
Puducherry,
the average counting that has happened is over 37%. So what is so exceptional about Bengal, we can't still figure out. What is it taking so long, we can't still figure out. And we are not trying to take away any kind of credit from BJP if they're winning. I'm sure they will be winning, and that's kudos to them if they win. But when Trinamool Congress says and Mamata Banerjee says that voting counting has been deliberately slowed down so that things benefit or made to look like benefiting BJP temporarily for now, how can you discount that apprehension completely when the voting counting procedure is damn slow? I know damn is not a good word, but it is the only appropriate thing which comes to my mind. 14%, why? Under what logic? There are hundreds of seats where total rounds are about 20, 22, and not even 20% counting has happened.
And this time around, Tamal, that has been one of the hallmarks for the elections in Bengal, that election commission has been at the receiving end of more questions, more than the principal opposition that TMC had in this election. More questions have been directed at the election commission than, let's say, towards BJP. And even on counting day, we are seeing that the Trinamool Congress is raising certain questions, raising certain red flags at the election commission compared to what we have seen in other states, as Tamal was pointing out, that the counting being very slow. The TMC, of course, has raised suspicion about this. The Chief Minister herself actually pointed this out. We are still to see whether or not the Election Commission comes out with a statement on this. It's still halfway mark in terms of the day, if we are just looking at the day, dividing the day as it progresses, it's just a little after 3 o'clock. We are still to see whether or not the Election Commission comes out with some sort of a statement to counter the Chief Minister here, who has raised a question and pointing towards the Election Commission and the way the poll panel has behaved or has carried out elections in Bengal. So big question even coming at the doorstep of the Election Commission on counting day from none other than the TMC Supremo Mamata Banerjee herself.
Well, even if BJP can hold on to this number, if they win, very good, congratulations to them, but nothing can take away the fact that this election has been wrong at so many levels. I mean, disenfranchisement of legitimate voters. How can any democracy support that, endorse that? How can any political party support that, endorse that? And the larger fear is, if this model works in Bengal, will the same template be used in other poll-bound states where BJP is not in power? Please understand, Election Commission of India announced SIR in 12 states, called it a nationwide SIR. But when it came to Assam, Election Commission did SR, special revision, not special intensive revision. So those who are privy to the Election Commission's operations and how elections function, how voter list updation happens, this is very, very crucial to understand that, look, in Assam where elections are happening, Assam too is a border state like Bengal. Assam also had seen a lot of volatilities in the past, Assam too has been inflicted with illegal infiltration.
It's also a border state.
It is also a border state. Hemanta Biswa Sharma, the incumbent chief minister, had said time and again that they have formed detention camps, and over there, people are left at large because they are all illegal immigrants. So, as far as challenges in Assam are concerned, they are not too different from Bengal. You have the same kind of a border sharing with Bangladesh, and the same kind of arrangement where border is being guarded by BSF. And if illegal infiltration has happened in Assam, illegal infiltration as per government also has happened in Bengal. So you can't really make disparities between two states. But in Bengal, they did special intensive revision. In Assam, they did special revision. And special revision for Assam was also announced much later. Election Commission of India had announced SIR for 12 states. That announcement came in October, and Assam's announcement came in December. Only after public outcry and opposition parties trying to hold Election Commission accountable, questioning as why haven't you done SIR in Assam, how is situation in Assam any different? It's only after that SR was done and not SIR. What was the explanation of Election Commission of India? Election Commission of India had then said that there is a special arrangement in Assam. There is a special arrangement in Assam where the citizenship is getting verified of people, and that's the reason, because there is a scrutiny available, thus they do not require SIR but they require SR. Now the counter question that Election Commission had to face then was it Election Commission's job to in a way verify citizenship of people?
Tomal, I'm sorry to interrupt at this point, but it's very important to give this breaking update to our viewers that the first winning numbers have come through in Bengal. Election Commission website has declared it. 1 seat each won by BJP as well as TMC. So the BJP's leads are currently in 193 seats. They have won 1 seat, and the TMC is leading in 92 seats and they have won 1 seat as well. So that is of course an important update that we are bringing for our viewers at this point in time. We'll of course also give you the number of the constituency that each party has won. But clearly, so in a way, the counting has concluded in 2 seats that we can report as of now.
Can you name them?
We'll get to that, and the 2 seats that have in fact been given, so we have the names. Yeah, so it is Bongaon Dokhin, which has let me just get to this very
as you figure that out,
BJP, yes, sorry to cut you, BJP has won Monteshwar, Shoikot Panja has won from there, and Bhagwan Gola has been won by TMC. Riyat Hossain Sarkar, their candidate, has won the seat over there.
Okay, Mopia Nundi, very senior journalist. Mopia Nundi, very senior journalist, and also the deputy editor of Kolkata TV, very good friend of both of ours. You will see a smile on both of our faces, and especially Tonima. So Mopia, they actually went and picked you up from the airport. That is a level of commitment, Tonima.
It's internal intelligence is being shared.
I am sharing
right now.
I am sharing some very important intel. Mopiadi is joining us. Mopiadi, thank you so very much. We are doing this simulcast both on English and Bengali. You are big a name, very famous in all circles. Did you expect such a result, Mopiadi?
Tomal, actually what I want to say that this is a very interesting trend so far, and initially when the counting began, the way from the very beginning we have seen that BJP is going ahead and Trinamool Congress is trailing. So initially there were so much discussions about it, the postal ballots are being counted first and everything. But as the rounds go by, এখন যেটা মনে হচ্ছে তমাল যে এই ট্রেনটা কিন্তু শুরু থেকে শেষ পর্যন্ত যেভাবে যাচ্ছে, যেমন তুমি একটু আগেও বলছিলে যে স্লো কাউন্টিং হচ্ছে অলরেডি। মমতা বন্দ্যোপাধ্যায় herself she has raised the issue এবং তিনি রিকোয়েস্ট করেছেন যে কেউ যেন তার কাউন্টিং এজেন্টরা কেউ যেন কাউন্টিং সেন্টার না ছেড়ে যান, তারা যেন ওয়েট করেন, এনিথিং ক্যান হ্যাপেন। কিন্তু একটা ট্রেন যদি দেখা যায় যে শুরু থেকে শেষ পর্যন্ত নেক টু নেক ফাইট, বাট আমরা চেঞ্জটা দেখছি না। অর্থাৎ একবার তৃণমূল কংগ্রেসের লিডের নাম্বারটা এগিয়ে যাচ্ছে, একবার বিজেপিরটা এগিয়ে যাচ্ছে, এরকম কিন্তু না। এখানে কিন্তু একটা কনসিস্টেন্সি আছে। ফ্রম দ্য ভেরি ফার্স্ট আওয়ার যদি আমরা দেখি তাহলে আমরা দেখবো যে পরপর পরপর কিন্তু যে আপডেটস গুলো আসছে তাতে রাদার বিজেপি ওদের যে গ্যাপটা, সেই গ্যাপটাকে বাড়িয়ে দিচ্ছে। সো এখন দাঁড়িয়ে কিন্তু এটা অনেকটাই বলা যায় ডেফিনেটলি এখনো অনেকগুলো রাউন্ড বাকি রয়েছে। একটু আগে তনিমা যে আপডেটটা দিল যে দুটো সিট ডিক্লেয়ার হয়েছে, যার মধ্যে একটা তৃণমূল কংগ্রেস, একটা বিজেপি। কিন্তু এই যে গ্যাপটা খুব ইন্টারেস্টিং। এবং আরেকটা ইন্টারেস্টিং পার্ট যেটা দেখতে হবে যে ফার্স্ট ফেজ আর সেকেন্ড ফেজ ধরে যদি আমরা দেখি যে 2021-এর ইলেকশন এবং 2024-এর ইলেকশন অনুযায়ী দুটোতে যেরকম ভাবে, অর্থাৎ ফার্স্ট ফেজে সেখানে বিজেপির স্ট্রং হোল্ড ছিল অনেকগুলো সিটে, সেকেন্ড ফেজ সেটা তৃণমূল কংগ্রেসের স্ট্রং হোল্ড ছিল। একটা ইন্টারেস্টিং প্যাটার্ন এখনো পর্যন্ত দেখা যাচ্ছে যে আগের প্যাটার্নটা কিন্তু রাদার ভাঙছে। বিজেপি যে জায়গায় স্ট্রং হোল্ড ছিল বিজেপির, অর্থাৎ যে সমস্ত এরিয়াতে, সেখানে তারা মোটামুটি ভাবে তাদের যে আধিপত্য সেটাকে তারা মেনটেন করতে পারছে। অ্যাট দ্য সেম টাইম তৃণমূল কংগ্রেসের যেসব জায়গায় স্ট্রং হোল্ড, বিশেষ করে কলকাতা বা তার লাগোয়া যে সমস্ত এলাকা, সেই সমস্ত জায়গাতেও কিন্তু লিডের নিরিখে, আমি আবারও বলছি যে এটা ট্রেন্ড, এটা লিড নিয়ে আছে বিজেপি এই সিটগুলোতে, বা তৃণমূল কংগ্রেস এই সিটগুলোতে লিড নিয়ে আছে। সেখানে দেখা যাচ্ছে যে কলকাতা বা সাউথ বেঙ্গলের যে অন্যান্য জায়গা যেগুলো তৃণমূল কংগ্রেসের স্ট্রং হোল্ড ছিল, সেখানেও কিন্তু সোফার বিজেপি ডেন্ট করতে পেরেছে বলে মনে হচ্ছে। এবং যে কারণেই এই এতটা গ্যাপ, অর্থাৎ তৃণমূল কংগ্রেস এখনো পর্যন্ত যে সিটগুলোতে লিড নিয়ে আছে সেই সংখ্যাটা এখনো সেঞ্চুরি পেরোয়নি। অন্যদিকে ম্যাজিক ফিগার পেরিয়ে যাওয়া তো বটেই, আবারও বলছি যে ইন টার্মস অফ লিড বিজেপি অনেকটা প্রায় ডাবল সেঞ্চুরির কাছাকাছি পৌঁছে গেছে। তো ডেফিনেটলি বাকি রাউন্ডগুলোর দিকে নজর থাকবে। কিন্তু তমাল, তুমি যেটা আমায় বললে যে এটা এক্সপেক্ট করা গিয়েছিল কিনা, এবারের ইলেকশনটা যে ভীষণ কমপ্লেক্স এবং নির্দিষ্টভাবে যে বোঝা যাচ্ছিল না যে কি হচ্ছে, এমন না যে এক্সিট পোল, বিকজ এক্সিট পোলের রেজাল্টের আগেও আমরা দেখেছি যে বহুবার ভুল এসেছে। কিন্তু যে গ্রাউন্ডের যে ফিডব্যাক উঠে আসছিল তাতে কিন্তু একটা মিক্সড একটা ফিডব্যাক উঠে আসছিল। যে গ্রাউন্ড রিয়েলিটি ছিল সেখানে কিন্তু অর্থাৎ একচেটিয়া ভাবে বলা যাচ্ছিল না যে তৃণমূল কংগ্রেস তারা জয়ী হচ্ছেই বা বিজেপি তারা জয়ী হচ্ছেই। এবং 2021-এও বিজেপির যে শোটা সেটা অনেক স্পেকটাকুলার ছিল, কিন্তু গ্রাউন্ডে গেলে বোঝা যাচ্ছিল যে গ্রাউন্ডে বিজেপির সেই অর্থে পেনিট্রেশনটা নেই, বা তৃণমূলের এগেনস্টেও এতটা অ্যান্টি ইনকামবেন্সি ছিল না। এবার কিন্তু অ্যান্টি ইনকামবেন্সি একটা ফ্যাক্টর। অ্যান্ড তমাল, এখনো পর্যন্ত যে প্রবণতা আমরা দেখছি, এবং এখনো যদি তুমি শুভেন্দু অধিকারীর বক্তব্য শোনো বা আরো একাধিক নেতার বক্তব্য শোনো, মোটামুটি ভাবে পোলারাইজেশন, যে রিলিজিয়াস পোলারাইজেশন, যদি এই ট্রেন্ড বজায় থাকে এবং এই নাম্বারই মোটামুটি ভাবে ফাইনালি সেখানে গিয়ে শেষ হয়, তাহলে ধরে নিতে হবে যে পোলারাইজেশন কিন্তু একটা কি ফ্যাক্টর হয়ে দাঁড়িয়েছে। তমাল,
তুমি তো কালকে আমাকে তমাল বলেই দিয়েছে এয়ারপোর্ট থেকে পিক আপ করার থেকে বাড়ি গিয়ে আজকে সকাল থেকেও তুমি কভারেজে আছো। আর থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ ফর গিভিং আস ইয়োর টাইম। একটা জিনিস যেটা আমি জিজ্ঞেস করবো, যেটা তুমি হাইলাইটও করলে তোমার ওপেনিং কমেন্টসে, যে সাউথ বেঙ্গলে যে ডেন্টটা, ইফ ইউ আর টু গো বাই দিস ফিগার্স, যেটা বিজেপি আনতে পেরেছে, উইচ মিনস লার্জলি ফেজ 2, এমন কোনো তুমি স্ট্র্যাটেজি নোটিস করেছো while you were going on ground and covering it on ground, আর লোকেরা যা তোমায় বলছিল বা যে ইস্যুগুলো ওদের কাছে ইম্পর্টেন্ট ছিল, অ্যান্ড লুকিং অ্যাট দ্য লার্জার পিকচার এজ ওয়েল, ফেজ 1 আর ফেজ 2-র মধ্যে এমন কোনো স্ট্র্যাটেজি ডিফারেন্স তুমি দেখেছো বিজেপি টু গেট এই ধরনের লিড, যেটা আমরা দেখছি ওদের সাউথ বেঙ্গলেও পুরো অরেঞ্জ হয়ে গেছে, ইলেকশন কমিশন যে ম্যাপটা তুলে ধরেছে আমাদের সামনে। তো কি স্ট্র্যাটেজি ডিফারেন্স ওরা এবার করেছিল সাউথ বেঙ্গলটাকে ট্যাকল করার জন্য?
দেখো তনিমা, এটা কিন্তু বিজেপি সূত্রে আমরা দেখছিলাম যে অমিত শাহ সহ বিজেপি লিডারশিপ তারা খুব কনফিডেন্ট ছিল যে সাউথ বেঙ্গলে বিশেষ করে প্রেসিডেন্সিতে তারা ভালো করবে। এবং যদি আমরা দেখি, আমি ফেজ 1 ফেজ 2 ধরে যাব না, কিন্তু দিস টাইম দ্য স্ট্র্যাটেজি ওয়াজ ডিফারেন্ট। আমরা এর আগে যেভাবে দেখেছিলাম যে বিজেপি যেভাবে অপারেট করছে 2026-এর আগে থেকে, কিন্তু তুমি দেখো ভূপেন্দ্র যাদব, বিপ্লব দেব, সুনীল বানশালরা, তারা এসে তারা যেভাবে অপারেট করেছেন, এবং আরএসএস, তুমি ফ্রম দ্য ক্যান্ডিডেট লিস্ট টু দ্য টু দ্য ওয়ে দে অপারেটেড, তার মধ্যে তুমি আরএসএস এর একটা বড় ছাপ পাবে। সো এবার অনেকটাই ট্যাকটিক্যাল মুভ বিজেপির তরফ থেকে ছিল। এবং একদিকে যেমন আমরা দেখছিলাম যে শুরু থেকে জয় শ্রীরাম বা যে বিজেপির বিরুদ্ধে এই বাংলায় সবচেয়ে বেশি করে যে জায়গার যে একটা ইমেজ তৈরি হতো যে তারা বহিরাগত পার্টি, তারা বাঙালির সঙ্গে সম্পৃক্ত নয়, সেই জায়গাটাকে কাউন্টার করার একটা প্রয়াস কিন্তু আমরা দেখেছি। যেমন জয় মা কালী, বিভিন্ন নরেন্দ্র মোদী থেকে শুরু করে অমিত শাহ, তারা এসে কালী মন্দিরে যাচ্ছেন বিভিন্ন জায়গায়, বা এখানের যে সমস্ত যেখানে পুজো হয়, দর্শন হয়, সেরকম যে সমস্ত জায়গা রয়েছে, সেই মন্দিরে, সেই ধর্মস্থানে তারা যাচ্ছেন, তাদের কথাবার্তায় তারা বারবার বাংলার মনীষীদের কথা আনছেন। এবারে যদি আমরা ক্যান্ডিডেট লিস্ট দেখি, সেখানে তারা সদ্য টার্ন কোড, কাউকে ডেফিনেটলি দল বদলে এসেছেন এরকম নেওয়া হয়েছে, কিন্তু অ্যাটলিস্ট একটা সিগনিফিকেন্ট টাইম তারা বিজেপিতে অলরেডি কাটিয়েছে এবং বিজেপির পলিটিক্সের সঙ্গে তারা সম্পৃক্ত হয়েছে, তারাই টিকিট পেয়েছে। অর্থাৎ ওভারনাইট কেউ দল বদল করে এসে টিকিট পেয়ে গেছে এমনটা নয়, বা সেই অর্থে সেলেস্টেসের ক্ষেত্রেও যারা বিজেপি দীর্ঘদিন ধরে করছেন তাদের আনা হয়েছে। পুরনো যারা, আমি রিতেশ তিওয়ারি, কাশীপুর বেলগাছিয়ার প্রার্থী, যদি সেরকম দেখি যে রিতেশ তিওয়ারি, রাজু ব্যানার্জির মতো যারা একদম বহু যুগ ধরে যারা বিজেপি করে আসছেন, তাদের এনে একটা ব্যালেন্স করা হয়েছে। সো দিস টাইম দ্য স্ট্র্যাটেজি ওয়াজ অ্যাবসলিউটলি ডিফারেন্ট। এবং যার একটা এই প্রথম কিন্তু এবার নির্বাচনে দেখা যাচ্ছিল যে বিজেপি তারা ন্যারেটিভ সেট করছে, এবং তৃণমূল কংগ্রেস অনেক ক্ষেত্রে তৃণমূল কংগ্রেস সেই ন্যারেটিভটাকে কাউন্টার করছে। সো এবার যে আগে আমার যেটা মনে হয়েছে 2021-এ যেভাবে খুব সুপারফিশিয়াল লেভেলে বিজেপি অপারেট করেছিল, এবার সেটা থেকে তারা বেরোনোর চেষ্টা করেছে, নাম্বার ওয়ান। এবং নাম্বার টু, আমি যেটা আবারও বলবো যে রেজাল্টটা ক্লিয়ার হলে ডেফিনেটলি এটা সম্পর্কে আরো নির্দিষ্টভাবে বলা যাবে যে কোথাও দাঁড়িয়ে হিন্দু ভোট কনসলিডেট করার ব্যাপারে তারা অনেক বেশি, তাদের বক্তব্য, তাদের স্পিচেস, তাদের ইভেন তাদের ক্যান্ডিডেট লিস্টে 294-টা কোনো সংখ্যালঘু পেস নেই। এই যে ক্রমাগত হিন্দুত্ব, সনাতনী, এই প্রসঙ্গ নিয়ে হিন্দু ভোটটাকে তারা কনসলিডেট করার একটা চেষ্টা করেছে, যেটা পার্ট অফ একটা খুব ইম্পর্টেন্ট পার্ট অফ দেয়ার স্ট্র্যাটেজি। এটা আরো আমরা ক্লিয়ারলি বলতে পারবো রেজাল্টটা আরো স্পষ্টভাবে আরো কয়েকটা রাউন্ড হয়ে যাওয়ার পর। তনিমা।
Mamata Banerjee has just left from her house. Mamata Banerjee just বেরিয়েছেন বাড়ি থেকে। Mamata Banerjee has just left from a house. We have no idea where she is going. আমরা জানি না কোন দিকে উনি যাচ্ছেন, but she has left from a house. Whether she is going to the counting center, whether she is going to Raj Bhavan, where is she going, we have no idea. If she goes to Raj Bhavan, it would mean acceptance of the result and resign as the chief minister. Well, that again, it's too soon. It's too soon. You have got time till evening to do that. But we saw a short while back Shubhendu Adhikari go to Bhavanipur Counting Center, which is the Shekhawat Girls High School. Mamata Banerjee could also go there, but at the moment we cannot confirm that. We cannot confirm that. We know she has just left from a house. I will try and connect with my reporter. Yes, I will try and connect my reporter. And before I do that, okay, before I do that, Mopiadi, I will just take a small break from you because আমরা দুজনের বেশি অ্যাড করতে পারি না. So please be there. আমি একবার অঙ্কিতের থেকে ইনপুটটা নিয়ে I will come back to you. All right? Please don't mind.
Sure.
ठीक है, give me 5 minutes. I need to get the input from Ankit. আমি ওটা ठीक है, I will just call you back in 5 minutes time. Our conversation is not over. This has to continue. 5 minutes.
Please take your time. Okay.
Okay. So we will be connecting with our reporter Ankit. Ankit is following Mamata Banerjee's car, and yes, we can see Ankit. We can hear you. Ankit. Ankit, what's going on? Which side is Mamata Banerjee going? किस तरफ जा रहे हैं Mamata Banerjee?
Yes, Tamal, just 10 minutes before, as you can see, I am just following the car of Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. 10 minutes before, just she left her house, Exactly. Yeah, nobody knew like where Mamata Banerjee is going right now. The entire convoy is we are following the entire convoy. As we all know, over here right now, everybody like near to the chief minister's house, there were Bharatiya Janata Party, all the karyakartas were present, and the slogans of Jai Shri Ram, slogans of Modi were raised. And at that time, Mamata Banerjee just came out in her car in the convoy. In the entire media was there. She's yet to release the statement. She has not spoken anything to the media. What exactly location, where she is exactly going, no idea. But yeah, definitely, what is going to happen next right now? We have no idea, but right now we are just leaving the uh, which area? We are just leaving the Bhawanipur. We are in the Bhawanipur right now, following the Mamata Banerjee convoy. The statement from the Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, what she is going to say after the results, as we all know, a few hours before Mamata Banerjee has.
This is Golbari. This is Gol Mandir. Gol Mandir, which is she has taken a right from Harish Mukherjee Street. So which means I do know this road. She is going to Shekhawat Girls High School, the counting center of Bhawanipur. The counting center of Bhawanipur is expectedly where she is going, because Mamata Banerjee, had she gone to Raj Bhavan, she wouldn't have taken this right and gone. See, yes, this is your road leading to Robindra Sadon. This is the road leading to Robindra Sadon. Absolutely, I can see the AJC Bose Road flyover. I can see AJC Bose Road flyover, and that's the convoy of Mamata Banerjee. Stay on to the visual, please. Stay on to the visual. If needed, please take it full frame. Please take it full frame. The visuals are here, and the cars are going right. Okay, she is going to the counting center. Counting center she is going. Mamata Banerjee has now gone to Shekhawat Girls High School, the counting center of Bhawanipur. We can confirm it. We can confirm it. Our reporter Ankit had been tracking down Mamata Banerjee's convoy. Those are the cars of Mamata Banerjee's convoy, and you see, Mamata Banerjee has just reached the Shekhawat counting center, which is the counting center for Bhawanipur. The media cars have been stopped there. Mamata Banerjee's vehicles have been stopped there, and now she.
And the convoy of Mamata Banerjee, where the workers are doing the slogans of Jai Shri Ram.
Okay, okay, calm down, Ankit, calm down, just calm down. Calm down, we just need to stay calm. Yes, Mamata Banerjee is going, there are BJP workers, and she knows very well where she is wading into, but then she is going towards the counting center. Her convoy, if you can just show the car, if you can just show the car, Ankit, show the car of Mamata Banerjee, please. Show the car of Mamata Banerjee, please. Alright, they are BJP workers who are sloganeering.
As you can see, I am just next to the counting station of Bhawanipur. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Yes.
Is she there in the car or has she gone
Yeah, she
inside?
she she is inside the counting center. Bhawanipur, just she went inside. The convoy is outside, but Mamata Banerjee's car just went inside. A few hours before, Surendra Adhikari also came here inside the counting center, but he left. But now Mamata Banerjee is here. But behind me, if you see Kamal, the BJP कार्यकर्ताs are here. and they are raising slogans against Mamata Banerjee. When she was going inside, they were trying to stop her car, but because of the police, as you can see, the police force has been deployed over here, and they have somehow managed to let Mamata Banerjee go inside the counting station. Let's come and talk to few more karyakartas over here. दादा क्या कहना चाहोगे? जो हटाओ बंगाल बचाओ। ममता बनर्जी अभी काउंटिंग स्टेशन के अंदर गए हैं।
अब और अत्याचार नहीं चलेगा बंगाल में, और सहन कोई बर्दाश्त नहीं करेगा। इसीलिए आज बंगाल की पब्लिक, पूरी जनता एक साथ होके शुभेंदु का हाथ पकड़े, सब शुभेंदु का हाथ स्ट्रॉन्ग कर रही है, आगे बढ़ा रही है। अब बंगाल आगे की तरफ बढ़ेगा, नीचे की तरफ एकदम नहीं जाएगा बंगाल। इंडस्ट्री 6,500 से ऊपर इंडस्ट्री यहाँ से छोड़ के चली गई इस राज्य में। आज वापिस हम लोग को कोशिश करेगा वापिस सारी इंडस्ट्री को लेके आना बंगाल में। बंगाल पहले जैसे कहा जाता था कि बहुत महान राज्य, बहुत बड़ा इंडस्ट्री बेस थी, आज वो इंडस्ट्री कहाँ गई? सबको लेके आना पड़ेगा, और सब आज के बाद बंगाल फिर ऊपर की तरफ जाएगा, कोई नीचे की तरफ देखना ही नहीं है।
ममता बनर्जी यहाँ पे आई थी, तब बीजेपी के आपके कार्यकर्ताओं ने जो है उनकी गाड़ी को रोकने की कोशिश की।
देखिए और नहीं चलेगा अब ये चोर सरकार। अब कितना आपने अत्याचार किया है, हिंदुओं को मारा, हिंदुओं के मंदिर तोड़ा, पूजा करने नहीं दी, आज ये और कितना चलेगा? राज्य पब्लिक एक हो के आज सब ने इनको बाहर किया है। पूरे मैंडेट हमारे शुभेंदु दा को दिया है। शुभेंदु दा जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद।
चीफ में अगला चीफ मिनिस्टर आप किसे देखना चाहोगे?
दादा छोड़ के और कोई नहीं है। आज दादा ही एकमात्र ऐसे हैं जो पूरे बंगाल में सब भाई बहनों को इकट्ठा एक जगह पे, एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे लेके आए हैं।
थैंक यू सो मच। Yeah, as you heard, BJP karyakartas are here and they will not leave this space until Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee come out from the counting station. What exactly is going to happen when she will be here? Definitely there is a big security has been beefed up. They are trying to they are trying to stop Mamata Banerjee, as you can see over here. The slogans were raised against Mamata Banerjee. BJP karyakartas over here. Right now, in Bengal, as you can see, the security has been beefed up. Just next to the Bhawanipur counting station, when the Mamata Banerjee is inside, the entire security has been beefed up over here. On the one side, Kolkata police. On the other side, the central force, which is just next to the Bhawanipur station. Hello? Great. Please.
Please stay safe, keep the visuals on, please guide Sonakshi, please take care of her, okay? Please stay safe there and show the visuals. I will want to have the visuals in the screen. Mamata Banerjee has just gone inside the counting center. Tonima has got numbers for the viewers. We have 4 declared results.
Right.
We have 4 declared results from Election Commission.
Right. At the moment, what we can report is that the BJP has won in 3 seats, Monteshwar, Bhatar as well as Asansol Dokhin. In fact, I think reports are just coming in that they have also won Kalimpong, again by a margin here, a margin of 21,000 votes. TFC at this point in time, what we can report, has won 1 seat as per the Election Commission website. That is the seat of Bhagwan Gola. Which Riyat Hossain Sarkar has won by a margin of over 56,000 votes. But at this point in time, it seems that the BJP has gained and has won 4 seats, if we are to believe this, and Monteshwar, Bhatar, Asansol Dokhin and even Kalimpong has been won by the BJP. So these are confirmed figures of wins which have come in. 4 seats rather, won by the BJP and 1 seat won by the Trinamool Congress. So the numbers are now the leads are now starting to convert to wins, but again, these are just numbers which are trickling in at the moment, and we will of course have to wait and see the final verdict which comes through as well. Asansol Dokhin of course had one of the star leaders from the BJP, Ognimitra Paul, who was contesting over there. She has won from Asansol Dokhin.
So in fact, Monteshwar that BJP won, that particular seat was with Trinamool Congress, alright, in 2021. Siddiqullah Chaudhary had won that seat. Siddiqullah Chaudhary had won that seat in 2021. So BJP winning a seat in Monteshwar means BJP has wrested one seat from Trinamool Congress. Asansol Dokhin, we know that seat was with Agnimitra Paul, and that seat is with Agnimitra Paul as of now because she has won the seat. But Monteshwar, which was with Trinamool Congress, has now gone to BJP. So that is definitely a news point, a big news point. Trinamool Congress's bastion now being dented by BJP. That is a seat in Bardhaman. And Bardhaman has substantial presence of BJP and Trinamool Congress. But here what you are seeing is the seat that was with Trinamool Congress in 2021. In fact, Monteshwar, Trinamool Congress had won by over 40,000 votes. By close to 30,000 votes, not 40, 26,000 votes. The runner-up was from BJP, Shoikat Maja. At that point in time, Shoikat Maja had got 73,000 plus votes, and Trinamool Congress's Siddiqullah Chaudhary had won that seat back in 2021. But this time, the margin of 31,000 has been reversed. We will quickly check as how much of deletion happened over there. In Monteshwar, okay, very interesting. In Monteshwar, the margin was 31,805 between Trinamool Congress and BJP. The deletion that happened over there is 23,423. Alright? And the turnout over there was 92.64%. I will quickly share this data with my team. Let's see if we can make some graphics out of it. We will try and analyze seats like this. So Monteshwar is a big talking point. Big talking point, I would say, because this seat was with Trinamool Congress, Siddiqullah Chaudhary. Siddiqullah Chaudhary had won ahead of BJP by over 31,000 margin. But then now what you're seeing is that seat has been wrested by BJP from Trinamool Congress, and the deletion that happened in that particular seat is above 23,000. So over 23,000 people have been deleted under adjudication category. So obviously this is a big talking point. BJP wresting a seat from Trinamool Congress, which is a declared victory by Election Commission of India. So right. So that is of course
That's a big news point, as you were mentioning.
Big news.
That has come through. One seat that the BJP has managed to wrest from TMC, Monteshwar, and the candidate who was in the runner-up at that point in time, Shoikat Paja, has managed to convert it this time around, winning by a margin of over 14,000 votes, and compared to the candidate fielded against him, of course. So those are now figures which are coming through from the Election Commission of confirmed wins of the BJP, and the TMC, of course, as we mentioned, has won one seat so far. 4 seats, as we mentioned, that the BJP has won: Monteshwar, Asansol Dokhin, Bhatar, as well as Kalimpong. 4 seats won by the BJP. They are still leading in 193 seats, and Trinamool has converted one of the seats that they were leading in into a win. Leading in currently at 89 seats.
All right. So it is of course one declared result that has come from Election Commission of India. and thus we are focusing on this. There are 4 seats which have now been declared. BJP won Monteshwar, Bhatar and Asansol Dokhin. Asansol Dokhin was with BJP, still remains with BJP. BJP has retained that seat, but Monteshwar is the big talking point, a seat where Trinamool Congress's minority face Siddiqullah Chaudhary. Siddiqullah Chaudhary was in alliance with Trinamool Congress. I would be all fair. Siddiqullah Chaudhary has his own Jamaate Hind or something, I forgot the name. So he had his own party, but then he won the election in alliance with Trinamool Congress, and then that seat went to Trinamool Congress. Trinamool Congress maintains it was their seat. So Siddiqullah Chaudhary won that seat in 2021 with a margin of over 30,000 votes, and in that particular seat, SIR logical discrepancy deletions had been over 23,000. So it is certainly very significant. Not really sure if the deletion had been have had a direct impact on this seat. Interestingly, the turnout here has been over 94%. All right, so that's one seat which is of course a big talking point. We will wait for election commission results. Yes, the counting for a couple of seats had been extremely slow, but then it seems like in some of the seats the counting is getting over and the wins are being announced. We are still on the visual of Shekhawat, where there is a massive deployment of police forces, and the deployment of police forces had been on because Mamata Banerjee has gone there. Mamata Banerjee has gone to the counting center, which is Shekhawat Girls High School, and she has gone there. She has gone there because she is the candidate of Bhawanipur. We don't know what she has gone there. Obviously, every candidate has the right to go to the counting center. We saw just a short while back. Shubhendu Adhikari was also there. We will try and play those visuals also. So candidates do have a right to go to the counting center and to have an oversee of the counting process. Shubhendu Adhikari had gone to Shekhawat Girls High School because he is contesting from Bhawanipur. He is also contesting from Nandigram. Bhawanipur, as of now, as things stand,
Mamata Banerjee is leading by over 7,000 votes. She is currently at 44,729 and Shubhendu Adhikari at 37,545. But as Tomal and I have been discussing how things suddenly turned for Mamata Banerjee in Nandigram back in 2021 in just the last couple of hours, and probably keeping that in mind, a bit of throwback for Mamata Banerjee as well. She doesn't want to take a chance this time around. So her physical presence there at the counting center is quite significant. We see the number of policemen who are also, the deployment seems to have increased. We didn't see that many Kolkata police officials who were on ground just a few minutes back when we first went live to Ankit, who is at the location. And at the moment, what we can see, the number of Kolkata policemen also has increased, the incumbent chief minister being at the counting center present herself, and possibly Shubhendu Adhikari is also still there. As far as the EC website is concerned, it indicates that 12 rounds of EVM counting has been completed. 8 more rounds to go, and the last stretch, Mamata Banerjee being present at the counting center herself, is quite significant.
But Tanima, I'm sure it's a very important observation. The difference between Shubhendu Adhikari and Mamata Banerjee has reduced.
Yes.
Till the last round, we are at 12th round out of 20.
Right.
Till the 10th round, Mamata Banerjee was leading by over 12,000 to 13,000, which has now come down to less than 8,000, less than
it is 7,000.
7,200, less than 7,200 now. So the difference between Mamata Banerjee and Shubhendu Adhikari is also,
the gap is reducing.
So whether these numbers now stand and what happens in the next 8 rounds, again we have to wait and see, because Shubhendu Adhikari, I vividly remember, had said that the numbers would change to his advantage after 14th round, because he had been maintaining that there has happened massive Hindu consolidation. In the first couple of rounds, the booths which are considered accounted for are mostly Muslim majority seats. So over there, Trinamool Congress having a lead is expected. That's what Shubhendu Adhikari had said, and Shubhendu Adhikari had maintained that after 12th round onwards, as the counting progresses, there would be a difference as a surge. and BJP would be surging ahead. In fact, he had also given out a number that he would be scripting victory in Bhawanipur by a margin of over 20,000 votes. By a margin of over 20,000 votes. So it is important an observation that from the previous round to now, the margin has come down.
The gap, which was quite wide till some time back, has reduced considerably, and the Chief Minister there herself not taking a chance. Just a short while back, we saw that Mamata Banerjee walked inside the counting center there at the Shekhawat Girls High School in Bhawanipur, and that is all eyes have been on Bhawanipur for quite some time now. This is a prestige battle. The overall larger picture, of course, in Bengal will be something, but for Mamata Banerjee, of course, to hold on to her seat here in Bhawanipur is also significant in itself. She is, of course, fighting in order to hold power in the state still, but also to retain her own individual seat in Bhawanipur. Remember, this time around, she is once again, Shubhendu Adhikari has taken on Mamata Banerjee in Bhawanipur after having defeated her in Nondigram back in 2021. So it's the same competition, the same candidate who is facing against her in 2026 as well. So Mamata Banerjee, in a way, possibly trying to make sure that there's not a sudden surprise in store for her this time around as well, though at the moment, as we were reporting, still in a comfortable lead. If we are to go by the figures, but very important to note also that the huge gap that was there between her and Shubhendu Adhikari, that has slimmed down.
I will request my producer Orko. I've just sent you a video. We need to get that video downloaded and treat it. There is signs of fire. We need to treat it and put it out on the group so that everyone can see. And also publish it. So we are getting disturbing reports from Borabani.
Okay.
Barabani is in Asansol, so we are getting disturbing reports from there. Reports of violence, and the pictures that we are seeing, they are not a very happy picture. We need to treat those visuals because there's a lot of fire. A Trinamool Congress camp was...
This is also close to the TMC office there.
Yes, it is close to TMC office. We are being told that Abhishek Banerjee has also left his residence. Not sure which way he is going. We will try and figure it out. Which way is Abhishek Banerjee is going, we have to figure it out. But even he has left his office. Okay, we do have bite of Siddiqullah Chaudhary, who has lost in Monteshwar. Trinamool Congress candidate who lost in Monteshwar, Siddiqullah Chaudhary, a sitting minister. Siddiqullah Chaudhary has lost in Monteshwar. We have his reaction. We would be playing his soundbite. Siddiqullah Chaudhary was with Trinamool Congress, a seat which has now been taken by BJP with a very good margin, and there had been deletions that has also happened in Monteshwar, and there has been a massive turnout as well of 94% and more. Siddiqullah Chaudhary has reacted. First reaction of Trinamool Congress leader having conceded defeat. That reaction is here. We are getting a lot of visuals of BJP workers assembling outside the counting center in Bhawanipur, which is Shekhawat Girls High School. We also know Abhishek Banerjee has just left. Not really sure which way he is going. We have to figure that out. That apart, we're also getting ugly visuals of violence coming in from Borobani, which is in Asansol. And that seat has gone to BJP. Mind it, that seat has gone to BJP. So
you were talking about Monteshwar, Tomal. We have the graphics up. The salient aspects of Monteshwar are up in this graphics, as we were pointing out, as Tomal was pointing out.
Right. So Trinamool Congress in 2021 won this seat with a 50.45% vote share. The total number of votes they garnered was 1,05,460, which was ahead of BJP by over 30,000. Over 30,000, roughly about 32,000 margin they maintained with BJP. BJP had managed 35.24% vote share. This seat is extremely important. TMC had held this seat. Comfortable win for TMC in 2021. Margin of victory was 31,805, which is about 15.21% vote share. Look here, margin of victory is 15.21%. 0.21% vote share.
And the margin of victory was 31,000, and look at the deletions.
And
you're pointing out as well.
And Tonima, if you can go back to the first set of graphics which we had in the morning, where he showed that there were 45 seats for Trinamool Congress with 15% margin. Why have I picked up this for 15% margin? That was a cushion seat. That cushion seat has been taken away. So if this is a trend, then BJP is in a very solid ground. We don't have the numbers to give out, but if this is the trend, to have made inroads in a Muslim majority seat,
where TMC had a substantial
absolutely,
impact.
15% vote share they had. 15% vote share they had as a margin between BJP, and that was considered as a cushion seat. Now that cushion seat is gone. That cushion seat is gone. So obviously it is an indication as what can be in store in the rest of the seats.
In fact, Monteshwar is probably a microcosm which reflects the larger, a bellwether seat in a way also, which reflects which if we are to believe the trends as of now, which could be one of the early indicators of how the BJP has managed to make inroads in South Bengal. This was of course a seat which was up for, where the polling took place in phase 2. And this time around, which we can see that
we will stick to this graphics, and at the same time I want to go back to our colleague Ankit and Sonakshi. They are there in the thick of action. The Shekhawat Girls High School is where Mamata Banerjee has gone inside. We have been told lot of action happening. Okay, lot of action happening over there. Let's get the visuals on frame on the feed. Lot of action happening. Kajuri Banerjee is basically Mamata Banerjee's family. She has reached there. BJP workers are expressing resentment and anger. So yes, Kajuri Banerjee has reached there. There is a lot of resentment and anger over there. Abhishek Banerjee has also left the residence. You're not sure which way he is going. But Kajuri Banerjee has gone there, and there is resentment on part of BJP workers who are sloganeering. Can we get the frame, full frame? Can we get the frame, full frame, please? Our colleague Ankit is there. Ankit, if you can hear me. 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 Okay, Ankit, if you can hear me. Ankit, okay, over to you, Ankit.
Can hear me.
Ankit, over to you. What's going on?
Yeah, Kamal, Kajuri Banerjee is here and she is trying to go inside the counting station. But here you can see over here the slogans of against Mamata Banerjee and Jai Shri Ram. Just next to the counting station, where the entire BJP Karyakarta gathered here when they came to know that Mamata Banerjee is here at the counting station. Kajuri Banerjee speaking. Kajuri Banerjee speaking. She's addressing the media. क्या कहेंगी मैम, क्या हो रहा है, क्या कहेंगी? बोलते हो रहा তুমি দেখতে পাচ্ছ এখান থেকে আপনাকে বলছে না
All right. We will go back to Ankit again. So Kajuri Banerjee is Mamata Banerjee's family. She had gone to Shekhawat. We have been given to understand that Mamata Banerjee will be going to Raj Bhavan say by 4:30, 4:30, 4:45. If that happens, which means Mamata Banerjee would be accepting the result, and as the protocol is, she will have to now resign. Yes, she has to tender a resignation because she is the chief minister. So in order to for that to happen, she will have to go and visit the Raj Bhavan. So that is expected to happen at around 4:30, 4:45. 4:30, 4:45 is when we are expecting that to happen. We have been given to understand that Mamata Banerjee may go to Raj Bhavan by 4:30, 4:45. There is a sudden change in the behavior, and of course, if the trend and the leads hold on to like this, then many would say the results are gone, foregone, and obviously we have more. Okay, is there some action happening over there? Okay.
Go. So as you can see, the entire BJP workers just next to the Bhawanipur counting station, the security has been beefed up. When they came to know that Mamata Banerjee is here, and after that, when her relative came here at the counting station, the entire BJP karyakartas gathered, and because of that, they were not able to let her go, and because of that, the police has to come, escort her, and to take her near to the car. That kind of a situation has created just now near to the Bhawanipur counting station. Mamata Banerjee is right now inside the counting station. Very importantly, what exactly what will happen next when Mamata Banerjee will come out? Because here you can see the slogans of go back, the slogans of Mamata Banerjee will be changed. The situation is very, very difficult for the security, for the police to handle, because people are on dharna. People sat on the dharna near Bhawanipur. These are the exclusive visuals, as you can see. People sat on the dharna near Bhawanipur counting station, where Mamata Banerjee is here right now. Mamata Banerjee is inside the counting station and just 100 to 200 meters away. The counting is going on, and just outside the Bhawanipur counting station, the drama escalated. The BJP karyakartas sat on the dharna. They are on the road. So the slogan, only slogan is Jai Shri Ram. The slogan is there, raising Jai Shri Ram, and they're right now waiting for Mamata Banerjee to come out. What exactly will happen when Mamata Banerjee will yeah.
Yes, Ankit, is the crowd under control, Ankit? Is the crowd under control? You said they are trying to sit on dharna.
Not at all. Not at all, because earlier only the Kolkata police was here, but later on, immediately when they came to the Mamata Banerjee came inside, and the workers started gathering outside the station. The central force came here, and they're trying to handle the situation. They're trying to manage, but when the relative of Mamata Banerjee she came, it was very, very difficult, and it was very, very difficult for the center to control the situation. The BJP workers just as we can see, we are witnessing there's so much anger. They are just raising the slogan of go back. They are just raising the slogan jail Mamata Banerjee, jail Mamata Banerjee. That kind of a situation came, and when very importantly, when the relative of Mamata Banerjee, she was trying to get out, where her car was parked just 200 meters away. At that time, the BJP karyakarta just was not even able to trying to go ahead when the central force was there. the situation came like this, that the Central Four has to escort her to near to her car, and after that she left, and the BJP karyakartas still, the BJP karyakartas are still here when the counting is going on. It's 4:15. Mamata Banerjee is inside, and they are here and they are waiting for the CM to come out. And what situation will escalate after that is a what situation will escalate after that. The police has been more, but they're calling the more central force over here because the workers are gathering continuously, coming towards Bhawanipur and waiting for the chief minister. Tamal.
Right. Thank you, Ankit. I would request you and Sonakshi to please stay safe. Great reporting, Ankit. Great reporting, Sonakshi. We are getting some disturbing reports, and I would request my producer Orko to please check the WhatsApp. We have some more visuals of violence now coming in. We also have video of Trinamool Congress candidate Raj Chakraborty as he was leaving the counting center. BJP workers had thrown mud at him. He's a producer, movie producer. He has been an MLA from Barakpur. He had contested again. I will request Orko to kindly check the visuals. And obviously, is Orko there? I would request Orko to kindly check the visuals and download them. Treat them. There is also report coming in of violence. Okay, there is report of violence coming in from Jamuria. Jamuria again is the Asansol belt. At the moment, as numbers stand, where are we?
Right, the numbers have not moved too much from what we were reporting a short while back. The absolute wins, as we were mentioning, still stand at 4 for BJP and 1 for TMC. BJP is currently leading at 196, so they have gone up in a little from what we had reported last, and TMC is in fact reduced. They are currently leading in 86 seats. The others are, of course, by far not worth mentioning at the moment, but of course this largely is what we are seeing in terms of what is there on the ground as well. And as Tomal was saying, we have to believe that the incumbent chief minister is heading towards Raj Bhavan in a short while from now. That would of course mean one thing,
the acceptance of the result.
Yeah, the acceptance of the mandate which has come through in Bengal this time around. We'll of course have to wait and see whether the chief minister gives out a longish statement, a soundbite of sorts coming out of Shekhawat High School, where she is at the moment, which is the counting center in Bhawanipur, her seat. She is, let us check in on the numbers at Bhawanipur, whether that has in any way changed. It's still the same. The lead is, which Mamata Banerjee is holding at the moment, is a little over 7,000 votes. But even if she comfortably manages to win Bhawanipur, of course, the larger picture here in Bengal is not in any way favorable towards the TMC at this point in time.
I mean, absolutely not. It is not in favor. It is not favorable for TMC at the moment, and for all Trinamool Congress supporters who believed in Trinamool Congress, the larger question would be: can they really bounce back? We had seen what happened with KCR in Telangana. KCR had stayed limited to Telangana as a regional party, and they were routed in the previous election. So Telangana went to Congress, and thereafter for a party which has stayed limited to a region alone, for them to bounce back at times can be slightly difficult.
Right.
Look at Aam Aadmi Party. Look, Aam Aadmi Party is now there in Punjab and only in Punjab. Arvind Kejriwal, once who was considered to be the prime ministerial face, projected as a prime ministerial face for India Alliance, that Arvind Kejriwal, he lost in Delhi. And the fact is, whether you make allegations of vote chori, like what Congress did in Maharashtra, whether you make allegations of dhandali or manipulation, whatever you want to say, the fact of the matter remains that they have won. and the mandate of people is mandate of people, and that is what you get documented in the Election Commission's records, and obviously thereafter, you know, how to put it, you just can't change the results. You may have a lot of opinion, you can just fill in public opinion, but the results stay where they are. So Delhi is there in power, BJP is there in power in Delhi, Rekha Gupta is the Chief Minister, Devendra Fadnavis is the Chief Minister in Maharashtra, and we don't know who will be the Chief Minister of BJP in Bengal, but the very fact that BJP is winning Bengal, and that too for the first time, itself is historic.
Exactly.
Historic, exceptional in many ways. Amit Shah had always said, Ongo Bongo Kalingo. Like Bihar is with BJP, Orissa Kalingo is with BJP. So they wanted Bongo desperately. And that chain is now over. So if you have India's map, it's only now south where BJP has no presence. The east has been taken over by BJP, the west has BJP, the north has BJP, the north, west, east, complete BJP. It's only now south.
South of the Vindhyas, which basically is something, a fortress that the BJP is probably left it for another. You know, as we have in fact been seeing that in Bengal, the drama does not die down even till the last minute, for that matter, and the fact that the Chief Minister herself has gone out. She could have straight gone to the Raj Bhavan, but instead she decided to go to the counting center in Bhawanipur, which is the seat that she is contesting from first. That in itself has caused a bit of excitement on the streets, as we have been showing you the pictures which are coming in from there. Hopefully no untoward incident happens over there, but the police presence of central forces has also been increased in that area, keeping safety in mind, and that is very important, keeping in mind that the emotions will of course be charged for the party workers from both sides who would have gathered over there. But as Tamal was saying, the larger picture which has come through for Bengal is that BJP has started clocking the absolute figures in terms of wins. At the moment, of course, it still stands at 4-1, but we can in fact see that slowly the total, the counting of votes, if we are just to look at Bhawanipur at the moment, and that would probably be reflecting in other seats as well, possibly, the halfway in terms of rounds being completed seems to be over. If largely most of the seats have 20, on an average 20 rounds of counting, in Bhawanipur particularly 12 rounds of counting have been completed, and that in itself possibly is a reason why we can see that the Chief Minister has decided to go. What we are given to understand is that she will be heading to the Governor's house in a short while from now. Tamal, what do you think? Of course, the decision as to who will be the Chief Ministerial, the person who is put forth as the Chief Minister of Bengal by the BJP, which will be decided in the next few days to come. And I'm sure that the who's and who of BJP will be down in Bengal for the oath-taking ceremony. But where do you think this is a tectonic shift in sorts in terms of the politics that Bengal has seen so far? If we just have to talk about the first 100 days, what kind of changes, or what do you think that the BJP would be hoping for in order to do for Bengal or in Bengal, in order to at least assert themselves, assert their presence in the first 100 days?
I mean, the first 100 days would be very crucial, and what you saw in Tripura, I mean, we are getting reports of violence now, all right? So, first thing first, that you should be expecting, not expecting rather, no incident of violence. And I will not blame any particular political party. Like in 2021 election too, it was not something to be blamed to Trinamool Congress alone. It has been the innate character of people in Bengal who are very politically conscious, always politically charged up. The reason why union culture has survived in Bengal for so long, trade unions have survived, these are all unisons and consolidation of people, like-minded people sharing same political ideology. The moment you have same political ideology grouping as one, you always look for another group which is opposed to your ideology and try and do muscle flexing to emerge as who is stronger. And that's the reason you have elections at cooperative bank. You have elections in school, in colleges, student body elections. So you have elections and politics at every level of life in Bengal, right? So people out here are very politically conscious and equally charged up. And the reason why you had seen some amount of violence, I would say a lot of violence in 2021 after election, and if that is any kind of a trailer, then we are also seeing some amount of violence now. At least 3 incidents we just got to know, and I hope peace prevails. So in first 100 days, we would hope and pray there is absolute peace, nothing untoward happens. Voters have given their mandate, the party is coming to power, they would be governing the state. Not really sure whether they would go to Novanno or would come to writers.
Yeah,
not really sure if they would make some cosmetic changes to the city and the state from blue and white to something else. But yes, people have given a mandate. People have given a mandate on multiple issues. People have given a mandate on an issue like 3,000 rupees to women.
Right.
So that implementation would also be expected. And also BJP's performance would lot depend on what kind of opposition you have in the assembly. If the opposition surrenders, if Trinamool Congress, in whatever number they are now or whatever number they are when they go to assembly, whether 1/4, 2/3, half, whatever it is, if Trinamool Congress takes up the opposition role, what will be the role of Trinamool Congress? Can Trinamool Congress stay united as a house? Because we have seen when BJP lost to Trinamool Congress, several BJP MLAs defected and went to Trinamool Congress, right? So defection has also been a normal phenomena in Bengal political culture. Now for Trinamool Congress, going back to the KCR example and the Telangana example, for Trinamool Congress the challenge is to hold on to its how. If Trinamool Congress disintegrates, then they're going to be over. For them to bounce back and then recreate and then fight back would be a different ball game altogether. There had been multiple reports, unverified reports, doing rounds on social media that this Trinamool Congress leader or that Trinamool Congress leader had gone and held some meeting with BJP, some leader at a farmhouse in BJP. These are all unverified reports. How true they are, we don't know. But can they happen? Maybe yes, they can happen.
What do you foresee as the main challenge for BJP? Because there are still a lot of apprehensions that a lot of people would have, and it is very important for BJP to address those apprehensions as well, whether it is in terms of minorities, whether it is in terms of the benefits or the benefits that they have promised to the women voters. What is the number one challenge, and even maybe choosing a chief minister? What is the number one challenge that you foresee for BJP right now?
The kind of election machinery BJP is, I'm pretty confident they do have a plan in place. They always have a plan A, plan B, plan C, alright? And you have to commend what they are. It is really commendable. When you say they are an election machine, they are a political machine, and that is what is expected from a political party. If this is your full-time profession, every day you are expected to go out and work, which is what politics. You every day need to play politics. If we are, reporters and journalists, every day we are expected to go out and report, right? Similarly, every day they are expected to go out and do politics. Good, bad, ugly, we don't know. Good for people, ugly for people, bad for people, we don't know. So, BJP has been that kind of a machinery, which is a lesson for every political party. Well, Rahul Gandhi, I'm sure he's a human being and he has a freedom to life. He has a right to absence. He has a right to holiday. All that can happen. But at a time when Bihar election results are coming out, if suddenly a video pops up that Rahul Gandhi is not in country, then what kind of a message goes down to the ground level workers? The ground level workers start to feel demotivated. That look, our leader has left us. Are we abandoned? When a worker picks up a party flag, please understand it's simply not love for a leader or a party, it's also ideology. So people actually chance upon a lot of chances and risks when they pick up a political party flag. Those BJP workers who believed in BJP, and it is a consistent factor. Think about 2021. BJP's vote share came down to 38% from 2019. But that vote share remained with BJP. BJP did not lose its vote share beyond 38%, which means those who believed in BJP for whatever reason, they stood by BJP. For those BJP workers, it was a huge affirmation when their leaders visited Bengal over and over again. Well, Prime Minister had been missing, but for good some time. But thereafter, we saw several BJP leaders, Amit Shah coming down. So that gives you a sense of confidence. That look, we have not abandoned you, right? That's exactly what Trinamool Congress may be seeking. Trinamool Congress supporters would be seeking as how much are we abundant and how much their leaders switch over to BJP is something that I would be very keen on watching, because it's often said politics is not about ideologies. Those who have been with BJP, they have switched over to Trinamool Congress expecting fortunes. Those who have been with Trinamool Congress, some have had gone to BJP like Shubhendu Adhikari. So politics is never about ideologies. Politics is about politics. Which
it's
politics
opportunism as well
is about politics and the politics of opportunism. So how much Trinamool Congress can guard its own house? Not really sure. But BJP, coming back to your question, I'm 2000% sure they do have a name in mind. If that name kind of doesn't work,
it may not be the obvious name.
It may not be the obvious name. What happened to Baharampur? Any idea? Any idea? Can you check on Baharampur? I'm very curious on Baharampur. Because Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary is contesting from Baharampur, and Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, while he is a very strong, Congress heavyweight, but Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary lost the Baharampur Lok Sabha seat in 2024 to Yusuf Pathan, and otherwise BJP is leading. Okay, Baharampur BJP is leading. So Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, while he was campaigning, very surprisingly, Rahul Gandhi did not go and campaign for Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary in Baharampur. But Rahul Gandhi came to Calcutta, Rahul Gandhi went to Murshidabad, Rahul Gandhi went to Malda, and the leads that you are seeing of Congress are leads which are coming from Murshidabad and Malda. Now that essentially shows that they have penetrated inside the Muslim majority seats, denting Trinamool Congress. How much that has dented Trinamool's overall political fortune, we are not sure, but it is definite. For BJP to inch closer to 200, it is obvious that there had been massive consolidation of several vote bank, like women, like Hindus, like Mathuas. If they have all consolidated, I mean, if that consolidation has happened, then probably BJP would be simply not inching closer to 200, BJP would be closer to 210, 212.
We can give an update for our viewers at the moment. We were reporting that BJP has won 4 seats. Currently, it's at 6 seats. BJP has won 6 seats and Trinamool Congress still at winning 1 seat, leading in 88, of course.
Oh, can we get the details of BJP?
Of the 2 new seats that they have won.
Yes. Very interesting. 2 new seats. Is it possible to pull in the data? Okay. Mednipur, Bhatar we have already given.
Yeah, I think Bhatar was counted in
Mednipur and Darjeeling. Okay, again, Darjeeling, Raju Bishta is the sitting MP, BJP's. Darjeeling, as I told you, in fact, we were discussing in the morning, Darjeeling as a seat has never given support to the, support to the TMC, but TMC is considered as a party from the plains. And historically, traditionally, Darjeeling has sided with one of the national parties, either Congress or BJP. SS Ahluwalia, when BJP had no presence, not much of a presence, SS Ahluwalia as a BJP leader became MP from Darjeeling multiple times. So SS Ahluwalia had been an MP in Darjeeling, from Darjeeling, because people from the hills, Gorkhas, they had all supported BJP as a national party, and they never supported a party from the plains, generally. So they have always historically supported BJP. There is no exception here as well. That is a stronghold of BJP and the seat has gone to BJP. In fact, Bishnu Prasad Sarma, who was with BJP, the sitting Kashyang MLA of BJP, he left. And there had been some differences happening between BJP and Kashyang sitting MLA, Bishnu Prasad, ex-MLA I would say, Bishnu Prasad Sarma, and he decided to leave. He decided to leave BJP and join Trinamool Congress. He did not contest election, but then did not really dent much as far as BJP's fortunes are concerned in the hills. I believe in Shiliguri too, BJP is doing stupendous performance. Shanko Ghosh, the sitting MLA of BJP from Shiliguri, is winning. There is a huge margin.
Okay, I'm really sorry to interrupt you
Yes,
there,
yes.
but if we go back to Bhawanipur once again, the gap between Mamata Banerjee and Shubhendu Adhikari has reduced further. Currently, the gap is at 5,349 votes. Mamata Banerjee is currently at 46,726 votes, but not far behind is Shubhendu Adhikari at 41,377 votes.
Look,
13 rounds of
13 rounds. As I told you, I keep repeating as what Shubhendu Adhikari had said. Shubhendu Adhikari had said that in Bhawanipur he would be winning, and he had also given out a prediction that after 12th or 13th round the situation would be changing for BJP, because he had suggested there are a couple of rounds which would be counting booths which are Muslim dominated, and he had predicted that there would come a time when when Trinamool Congress would have a lead by about 15 to 20,000, but thereafter after 12th or 13th round it will be flipping in favor of BJP. So he had always maintained there is massive Hindu consolidation in Bhawanipur, and he had also in a way given out this challenge that in Nandigram he would win, in Bhawanipur too he would win. So at the moment Mamata Banerjee is leading, but the margin has now come down substantially to 5,000 some odd votes, and we have to now wait and see as as which way things go.
Okay, 7 seats won by BJP. I'm getting the figure from EC, which has once again said one more seat has been won by the BJP as per their latest figures. 7 seats for BJP they have won, and we'll just put it out for our viewers which is the 7th seat that they have won, whether or not that seat could be an indicative of.
Absolutely. Total 7 seats. Total 7 seats declared
by EC, and 7 seats which BJP has won in Bengal. TMC still
total 7 seats declared by EC, won by BJP.
TMC is still at 1 seat that they have won. So 8 seats in total whose results are out, confirmed, concluded. 7 out of those 8 seats have been won by BJP. And if we are to given to understand what the EC is putting out, 292 the constituencies counting is currently underway. Of course 8 out of those 292 seats the counting is over, but it's still going on in 288 constituencies.
Right.
And most of the constituencies would have seen the halfway mark in terms of the rounds that have to be completed for counting.
Right. So very interesting elections. In fact, I mean, like you were saying, Tonibas, in the next 100 days, what else you expect and what you will not be expecting? I would say that there should not be an incident of violence. That is my only fear. I am not talking about anything else, but I am scared of. This charged up situation, the kind of scene we had seen in 2021. I hope there is no repeat of such ugly scenes. I hope such a scene doesn't get repeated.
The central forces are going to be here for some time.
Absolutely, central forces will be here, and Election Commission has taken credit of peaceful
election so far.
Okay, Abhishek Banerjee had tried going inside the counting center. He has been refused an entry. That's what you're hearing. Abhishek Banerjee, if you can go to our colleague, all right, if you can go to our colleague Ankit, and I will also be connecting with Titash. I will also be going to my colleague Titash. Please understand the beauty of our profession. We absorb abuses always. And we don't care about abuses at all. We know our job and we will keep doing our job. there are several people who have supported us. There are several people who have not supported us. But those who have supported us, we have always been indebted to them. Those who have not supported us, we have always shown our gratitude to them, because we knew that they are the people they are also watching, and they are our viewers. We are responsible to them. There is not a single story. There is not a single story that you will not stand by. Every story you have done, we will stand by each and every story, because our stories have mostly been accountable to the people. Those who always look for colors in stories and then start judging reporters and journalists, that's another thing, Tonima, we would be expecting. Freedom of expression should not get curbed. I mean, media should remain free and fair. Media should hold government accountable for the sake of people. And as we report public mandate, we are reporting public mandate because that reflects public's faith and trust. And thus, it is imperative, it is incumbent on us that we continue being the trust of the people.
That's right.
In whichever manner. If they appreciate BJP doing something, report that. If there is any section that is wanting more from BJP as they form government, we should also report that. Like, both sides in democracy should have equal say. And Tonima, I am very curious now as what's going to happen in Lok Sabha, where Trinamool Congress, going back to that point, while BJP's number was cut down to 240 in Lok Sabha election, look at the number of elections they have won. Minus Jharkhand, they have not lost a single election. Jammu Kashmir, they fought, Omar Abdullah won, but then again, it's a different situation. It is not a full state.
Correct.
It is not full statehood that has been given, restored as yet. But apart from that, every election they are winning. Delhi, Haryana, you have Maharashtra, now Bengal, Orissa, Bihar, every election after election have all gone to BJP. So I'm sure they're doing something good to reach out to people, or there is something disastrous that other parties have done.
And they are set to win Assam and Puducherry as well.
They are set to win
That is,
Assam
of
and
course,
Puducherry.
expected, yeah.
So yes, I mean, they must be doing something great that people are inclining more towards BJP, or the opposition parties are doing something terribly wrong that people just can't associate themselves with, and the reason why they are going, getting gravitated towards BJP. So yes, wait and see. Well, Trinamool Congress, all the MPs would stick around with the party at this hour of crisis, or will they disintegrate, leave the party, join BJP? That is also very much possible. And why not?
So the ramifications will be beyond the assembly elections.
Absolutely, and has to be. Why not? I mean, if Trinamool Congress can take Babul Supriyo, who was a sitting MP of BJP, he was the MP
Also
of
minister at a point.
See, Babul Supriyo can find it logical to leave BJP and Trinamool Congress welcome him. Everything is logical. Everything is acceptable in politics. Politics has taught all of us one thing: nobody is untouchable. Nobody is untouchable. Everybody is acceptable when the time comes and when the time demands so. So at this juncture, while the results are horribly disappointing for Trinamool Congress, they're extremely exciting for BJP, and this euphoria would last long.
Right.
How this euphoria is channelized by BJP, in what manner, again we have to see.
And very importantly also, it's important to point out at this stage that once the BJP gets a particular state and manages a historic verdict, whether it is in Delhi, whether it is in Bengal, it is very hard for the opposition at that point in time to change that, because as we were just discussing with Kerala for that matter earlier in the day, that there are certain states which are identified as swing states. They would go one direction, Rajasthan also, to some extent Madhya Pradesh also. It's always seen a yo-yo. At one time one party would win and the other one has higher chances the next time around. But BJP, especially in very hard fought and hard won elections, doesn't let go very easily. And Bengal, as we have in fact been seeing, change come slow here in the state, and even Mamata Banerjee for that matter has had 3 full terms. Right now the kind of mandate that we are seeing is of course historic, and the BJP has smelt victory in this state for the first time around. It's going to be a sweet victory for them. We'll of course have to wait and see the kind of red carpet that they roll out for the who's who in a few days from now, whenever the oath taking ceremony takes place. In fact, let us also report that 8 seats have gone to BJP's kitty. 1 more seat has been won by them as per the latest election commission figures. So the leads in a way are solidifying into winning numbers is what I can see at the moment, Tomal.
If you can quickly check the seats that BJP has won. I'm just curious to know if there is another seat like Monteshwar where
which could be an indicative of the
Jamuria and Barwan.
Jamuria and Barwan. Okay, let's figure out whether Jamuria was with Jamuria. Let's figure out. 1 second. We have the data out here. We just put them out. Jamuria has gone to BJP. Okay, it's very close to Asansol. All right, let me just see if we can figure out. We can figure out the information. Who was the sitting MLA of Jamuria in 2021? What was the margin like? And if there has been any deletion. So we'll just wait for the data to open up. So Jamuria again. Jamuria was with Trinamool Congress. Another seat that BJP wrested from Trinamool Congress. Jamuria, which comes under Paschim Bardhaman, in 2021 the seat had gone to Trinamool Congress. Trinamool Congress had Trinamool Congress had won that seat by a very narrow margin. All right, it was less than 5%. Less than 5%. So Trinamool Congress had won this seat, was ahead of BJP by, I'll share the data, by 8,051 votes. Okay, and number of total deletions that happened here was 6,337.
Okay, so one of those seats where there was a narrow margin, but also the number of deletions were narrow.
Yes. And also the reason why we have been showing that, when seats, I showed you what, there were about 94 seats. 94 seats where Trinamool Congress had won by a narrow margin, less than 5%. Jamuria is one of them. So Jamuria is one of those many seats where Trinamool Congress had won by a very narrow margin, less than 5% vote share, and the margin was about 8,051. And the runner-up was Taposh Roy of BJP. Taposh Roy had gotten 37.76%. BJP had Trinamool Congress had roped in 42.59% of vote share. The deletions in Jamuria has happened 6,337, and to top that you have a voter turnout. Let me see what was the voter turnout. The voter turnout over there
in 2021 was 75%.
In 2021 it was 75%. In 2026 it was 92.64%. Do you realize how the thing has changed? Jamuria is another seat that BJP has won. Jamuria has another seat that BJP has wrested from Trinamool Congress, and here Trinamool Congress had a margin of less than 5% vote share, and that 5% vote share margin has now been bridged by BJP, and that is extremely significant, because this is the second seat that BJP has wrested from Trinamool Congress Interestingly, while the margin between BJP and Trinamool Congress had been over 8,000 votes, but the deletion that happened under logical discrepancy is over 6,000. I mean, 6,337 people have been deleted under logical discrepancy category. And you also had an overwhelming voter turnout of 92.64%. 92.64% voter turnout has happened. And yes, high voter turnout, low margin, and BJP, and also deletion, moderate deletion, and BJP has won Jamuria as a seat, wrested it from Trinamool Congress. And this is deep inside southern part of Bengal. Southern part of Bengal had always been considered to be a stronghold of Trinamool Congress, and over there Trinamool Congress had made a dent. So it is very, very significant the way things are now going. And as I say, if this is what is happening, where Trinamool Congress stronghold seats or are converted to BJP, then I won't be surprised if BJP crosses 210. Because my assessment was whoever wins, that's the only assessment I've given. Whoever wins, in worst case scenario, would be above 180, 185. In best case scenario, the winning side would be around 220. So the way BJP is going, it seems like BJP will jolly well cross 200 if traditional Trinamool Congress strongholds have been converted to BJP. Then 200 breaching is not a big deal.
Not impossible.
Not impossible.
The winning numbers have also once again gone up. It's trickling in at the moment, the numbers. Now the rounds are being completed in several seats now. Again, one more seat has been won by the BJP. So total 9 seats. So 10 seats the results have been declared in, out of which 1 seat has been won by TMC. Still stands at the same position. 9 seats won by the BJP. 1 more seat which has been won just a short while back of the BJP. We'll try and put that seat specifications out for our viewers as well. But the leads are now being slowly converted into absolute numbers for the BJP. Of course, still at 9, but these are all seats which are being won by the BJP at the moment, where rounds counting of votes is being completed, as we have in fact been reporting. So for the TMC, though, they have not moved beyond the 1 seat that they have won so far. 9 seats have been won by the BJP already. We'll have to wait and see what is this 9th seat and how significant it is. Total in 10 constituencies, the results have in fact been declared.
I mean, as I was saying, it is to BJP and to the credit of BJP that they have put up such a show, such a stupendous show, I would say, where they lost once in 2016, then they performed good, very good in 2019, yet they lost to Trinamool Congress in Lok Sabha election. In 2016, they had only 3 seats.
Right.
In 2021, they had taken their number to 77. Right? And Amit Shah time and again this time had said that they are starting their tally from 77. So it will only be upward and upward and upward from 77.
Right.
So in worst of times, if you can go back to the graphics of Jamuria, in worst of times when BJP workers have stood by BJP, I mean, that is a sign that their vote share has not gone down, and it is natural. BJP's vote share has not gone down. 38% of BJP's vote share has stayed consistent. Now we have to see where does BJP's vote share stand. It's going to be about 42% for sure. Those analysis we have to do at a later stage. But right now, for BJP to not give up Bengal, once bitten, twice shy, that did not work for BJP. And that is a sign of a political party, that you do not surrender. And they did not surrender. They lost in 2016. They did not get more seats than Trinamool Congress in 2019. They lost miserably in 2021. They again lost miserably in 2024, general elections, panchayat elections too. They could not perform. right? And they made allegations against Trinamool Congress that there had been massive booth rigging and all. So now, to have survived all of this,
And they come back with new strategies.
and they come up
Keep
with
trying.
new strategies.
Keep trying, different new
trying.
strategies.
Keep trying. I'm sure if all our journalists also keep trying, journalism will survive.
Try new strategies each
Try
time.
new strategies, try new strategies, never give up, survive for the sake of journalism, for the sake of people who count on journalism. You know, this euphoria of people, we all respect and we congratulate all of them who had believed in such an outcome. But euphoria should never convert into someone else's nightmare, all right?
Yeah.
And that's the reason we have strongly discouraged violence in 2021. We would appeal to the people of Bengal in folded hands, abjure violence as much as possible. In fact, you have to abjure violence. Otherwise, you will not be different. You will only be carry forward the same legacy. It is like same politics, changing shirt. We need to have different politics, different kind of politics, where public development gets priority over such euphoria at times masquerading as development.
Right, and it's also important to point out that this, while we were discussing, you know, what are the changes, what could we see in the first 100 days to be indicative of how BJP is going to make its foray into forming government in Bengal. There's a lot of expectations from BJP, because if we have to maybe distill the win to some extent, there's an anti-incumbency which Mamata Banerjee faced. There's also this this demand for Poribarton, demand for change, a different kind of politics probably that the people who voted for BJP are expecting from them. And what we have also seen, which BJP has also seen, is what works in some other states does not work in Bengal.
Yeah.
So they have to be very clear that while they have to be cognizant of Bengali sentiments, Bengali pride as well, but the kind of expectations that that people of Bengal have from the BJP are going to be sky high, because they have given the party a chance. BJP had several factors which they had to tackle, one of them of course being the outsider tag. So they might choose a CM candidate. Obviously, they will choose a CM person to become the chief minister who is a Bengali, as they have promised. But nonetheless, to shed this outsider tag is still going to be a challenge which the BJP will see. They're going to be judged from that prism, whether they like it or not, in the first few days, months to come. And that is something that the BJP has to be very cognizant of, that they should not bring politics which works in other states to Bengal, as they've seen it never works. And even in terms of governance model, they have to live up to the kind of expectations to some extent that people who have voted them, given the figures that we are seeing right now, to power, that they stay to somewhat honest to that.
I mean, this as far as simply not a victory for BJP, this would also be remembered as by far the best performance of Prime Minister Modi after 2024 debacle. Both Amit Shah and Prime Minister Modi, they were the faces of this election in Bengal. And it was more like a matter of ridicule that you have gone to Bengal so many times, you've lost every time.
Right.
Now that jinx is gone. Now they have Bengal in their CV to show.
Right.
Prime Minister Modi, you know, who would be completing his third term, I mean, to have Bengal in his folds.
Cherry on top of the cake.
Cherry on top of the cake.
Yeah.
So you have the entire country now. In East, you only have Jharkhand left.
Right.
And in South, you have Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and
Karnataka also.
Karnataka. Karnataka happens to be the only Congress state now.
Telangana also is
Telangana,
there.
yeah. So Telangana, Karnataka are the two states where Congress is in power.
Kerala possibly.
Kerala possibly they would be winning. So there would be 3 seats, but all in southern section. So Congress has now been reduced to the down south. Trinamool Congress, that was considered to be a regional party, stronger in the in the eastern side,
Right.
completely now wiped off. Wiped off in a sense, if BJP crosses 200, it is a wipe off. It's a landslide.
They don't
victory.
have a significant presence in any other.
They don't have a significant presence. They have no presence. They don't have a single more MLA from any other assembly in any other state. They have fought election in Goa, lost miserably. They fought in Meghalaya, they lost again. So they lost in Uttar Pradesh, one seat was won, but then again merged with Samajwadi Party. No, sorry, Trinamool Congress was given one seat by Samajwadi Party, and Samajwadi Party lost, Trinamool Congress lost that seat. I'm forgetting that seat. And it was often said, had it been given to Samajwadi Party would have done better. In Lok Sabha election I'm talking about.
Right.
It was because Trinamool Congress got that seat shared by Samajwadi Party. That's the reason that seat had gone out of the opposition fold. So obviously we have to now wait and see which way things go. And Bengal, the euphoria, as I said, would be there. Next 7 days, 10 days, there would be a lot of euphoria, lot of celebrations. And obviously, if a political party has struggled so much over in the past, so many elections, and finally they will cherish the moment, and they would always also make some, loud, drastic changes visible to, in a way, obliterate presence of Mamata Banerjee. While Mamata Banerjee was considered to be a phenomena, a mass leader, a huge phenomena, that phenomena has to be, BJP would want to try and neutralize that. To impact of Mamata Banerjee, to effect of Mamata Banerjee. What exactly Mamata Banerjee did with left? Mamata Banerjee tried wiping out the left completely. And you have to understand, no democracy can survive without opposition. You need to have opposition in the assembly. Without opposition, no democracy can survive. We saw that in MLAs. By 2016, it just changed.
BJP, and that those votes got transferred to BJP.
And it got transferred to BJP. So you will have opposition. That is democracy. Whether Trinamool Congress can put its house together and decide to be a formidable opposition, again we have to wait and see. But at this juncture, as what happened with left, will history repeat itself? I mean, history is never kind on anyone. So what Trinamool Congress, how Trinamool Congress became exceptionally powerful in Bengal, if that formula is being adopted by BJP to become powerful, the first thing they would try and do is obliterate Trinamool Congress completely. Wipe out the memory of Trinamool Congress from the public memory. Because at this point in time, this kind of mandate reflects resentment, anti-incumbency. While many would argue what happened to this anti-incumbency, what happened to this resentment in 2024. But I always say that people do not vote on one issue twice. People had anger against BJP, vented it out. Now it's over.
Right.
Trinamool Congress, the anger against Trinamool Congress had also been compounding. That anger did not get neutralized even after BJP performing bad in Bengal, even after Trinamool Congress performing so good in Bengal. But that anger at the local level against Trinamool Congress did not wipe out. And it is a fact that there had been multiple allegations against ground level Trinamool Congress workers. Like if you have been in power in a state for 15 years, you have a huge organization base. Now that organization base spreads over from a local fish market to a vegetable market to an industry to even construction sites to even land dealings to every aspect of life. Now there, the overt presence of political leaders might alienate even loyal supporters. I don't want to have a political representation inside my house. I want my house to be isolated from politics. That's my zone. I see politics happening outside. But then there have been many situations where people have complained that Trinamool Congress, by virtue of being a stronger party with a bigger spread as an organization, in a way had lost control over the cadre. The cadre started thinking they are bigger than the rest. Now that has also not augured well. Now that anger did not die down. That anger did not die down even after 2024 Lok Sabha election result. That is one analysis. The second analysis can also be the deletions.
Of course.
I am sorry, but I can never take my head off. BJP winning, congratulations, fantastic performance. But I would always spare a thought for those who have been deleted unfairly. And there are BJP supporters too, Matuas too, who have been deleted.
Right. a lot of Hindu voters as well who have been deleted. If we can just look at the larger picture for a little bit, as you were also talking about the fact that this mandate could have ramifications as far as parliamentary presence of TMC is concerned. What does it, how do you think, or how do you foresee what kind of an impact will it have on the larger opposition? Because Mamata Banerjee, the TMC has been seen as a very vocal, seen to have a very vocal presence in parliament, firebrand leaders, not just in parliament but in terms of opposition politics in the country as well. Mamata Banerjee has been seen as somebody so far, till now at least, somebody who can take on the BJP juggernaut. But what we have seen today, of course, is probably there is a shelf life for that as well. And, given the kind of mandate that we are seeing at the moment, for the BJP to have got this sort of a historic mandate, there is a certain message which goes out for the opposition win this time around in Bengal, whether she is going to be the leading force in the India alliance, which had been flagging behind, there was no glue that was holding them together. Possibly Mamata Banerjee could have been the glue, but given the mandate and the kind of historic mandate, 11 seats that BJP has won so far, TMC has also managed to win 2 seats, 1 more seat being added to their kit. But what do you think it means, or what do you think that the opposition is going to take away from this verdict which has come out from Bengal, one of the seats which they have always seen as giving BJP a run for their money, giving a stiff opposition to the BJP?
Tanima, this Bengal election will have a bearing on Punjab.
Right.
No doubt about it.
Which is the next state.
Which is the next state. And also will have a bearing on Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh goes to polling next year. And this saffronization of Bengal is an endorsement that this is here and it's here to stay. Well, Samajwadi Party had performed great in Lok Sabha election, became the third largest party. First is BJP, 240, Congress 99, then Samajwadi Party 37, and then Trinamool Congress 29. For Samajwadi Party, that number was a big boost. Samajwadi Party, Akhilesh Yadav, they thought, okay, this is the wind of change. But look what happened in Bengal.
2 years down.
2 years down the line. And they have their election 3 years down the line.
Right.
So, 1 day is too long in politics, and it is too long in politics. It's too long for Trinamool Congress, it's too long for Samajwadi Party. So, this will definitely have a big impact on the morale of opposition ground level workers. Well, BJP has won Bihar, but then you had the RJD supporters, right?
A lot of sympathy votes which had gone for Nitish Kumar, who was the sitting
Right. So, and now you have Uttar Pradesh, right? Uttar Pradesh, Titash, okay. So, Uttar Pradesh would be very significant to watch out for, very significant to watch out for, as what kind of impact will this have on the morale of the workers, and whether the opposition, the India alliance, stays together.
And what they gather out of this election result as well.
Right, and also it would all depend on how Trinamool Congress behaves hereafter. Trinamool Congress behaves hereafter is something, I mean, we have to see. What about the Muslim votes? What about the seats where Muslim presence had been strong? What about ISF? What about Humayun Kabir's party? What about Congress? If they win seats, so Muslim representation, what happens to that? Now we know Yogi Adityanath came and said Uttar Pradesh में कोई बाहर रास्ते पे नमाज पढ़ने की इजाजत नहीं है, सारे लोग अपने धर्म घर में पालन करते हैं, रास्ते में उत्तर प्रदेश में नमाज नहीं होता है. That thing, when Yogi Adityanath came and said, it was essentially a message to Bengal, right? That in Bengal, this thing happens, give BJP a chance, this would stop.
Right. Right.
We have our fingers crossed.
Right.
The winning side is winning. Good luck to the winners. But we have our fingers crossed for peace and harmony. That's all we want and pray for. Like we pray for a short little break. Torima and me, we both are like starving now, literally starving. And we need to take a short break. And it's 5 o'clock. How about we come back with more numbers? Okay, we will come back after 1 hour. We will come back after 1 hour, or viewers. We are deeply indebted to all our viewers, Banglar audience, jara বাইরে থেকে দেখছেন, যারা আমাদের সঙ্গে জুড়েছেন. We are ever grateful to you for this huge support that you have given to us by trusting us, by trusting our coverage, by supporting our coverage. We are extremely indebted to you. So please come back to our channel.
This is a mandate for independent journalism.
This is a mandate for
We are taking that as a positive outcome.
And
one more takeaway.
And we hope that survives.
Right.
We hope we get the chance to survive. The amount of hate for whatever reason has come on this live broadcast. They don't discourage us. They don't demotivate us. At the same time, they don't scare us at all. The last thing that you would want, journalism getting intimidated. You have many such examples, and those examples are there. From Dr. Pranay Roy to Mr. Ravish Kumar, and it's not like they have any political ideology. They have an opinion, and that opinion has survived. In democracy, every opinion has to be valued, and I'm sure independent platforms will also survive, irrespective of the hate. Please understand, today you are hating us, tomorrow you would be needing us. Because in all the noise, it's only independent journalism that cuts through the noise and stands by the people. Check our coverage data. We have not run after leaders as much as we have run after people. And if anybody says running after people was a bad call, unfair call, we would disagree. Because people are the voters and they have a say. It is important they are being heard. If they are deleted, they need to be heard. Whether Matuas, whether Muslims, doesn't really matter. If they are deleted, they need to be heard, and you've told the stories, we stand by all of them. We have only covered very few leaders, those who agreed to speak, starting from left to BJP to Trinamool Congress. Nobody can say that we got Prime Minister Modi's interview. Nobody can say that we got Amit Shah's interview. Nobody can say that we got Mamata Banerjee-'s interview or Abhishek Banerjee's interview. We could not invest much time in pursuing all these great leaders, but rather we found it convenient pursuing people to tell their stories. So hope this disagreement that we share with some of our audience, we will continue. And let the disagreement survive, because that's how democracy would survive. You kill democracy today, tomorrow you will be the casualty, and I'm sure that won't happen, because BJP as a political party is deeply rooted to the idea of surviving in politics, like they have survived in Maharashtra, like they have survived in Bihar, like they have survived in Gujarat. And it is a fact, if they're doing governance in Gujarat and Maharashtra, I'm sure they're also thinking of development. So what kind of development model they would adopt for Bengal, only time would say. But at the moment, the public mandate is out. It is pro-BJP and against Trinamool Congress. And both need to be decoded vis-a-vis the SIR deletions. We take a short break here. We will be coming back after 1 hour, and we will have a better picture. See you on the other side of the break.